Doctor.
Fantastic. 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 Fantastic.
Yo, what up, what up, what up? Y'all know the deal, man. Like and share, like and share, like and share. So we can get this thing out everywhere. There's anywhere in the world it could be, but it's already right here with me, the BABG OG. And I appreciate you for pulling up on me. Man, I knew something was wrong. I was like, what the hell going on here, man? There we go. Bow. There we go. Bow. Okay. I knew someone was looking a little naked. What's up with y'all, man? Shout out everybody in the building. But y'all see what it is, man. We finna get into it. Shout out to ABL, Anthony Brian Logan. This whole time I was calling this nigga Anthony Brian Long. It's Logan. I don't know why the hell I thought it was that, but ABL was one of the many conservatives that had a debate, quote unquote debate, with Amanda Seals. And we all know Amanda Seals to be a loud mouth, cantankerous, insufferable, extremely liberal woman, right, with an opinion that only stupid people that she doesn't even like agree with, because simply they hate conservatives, they hate Republicans. What you come to find about the Democratic whole thing, man, is that the political understanding of people, but black people specifically, us, terrible, horrible. This is why we're the only group that they already know how you're gonna vote before the votes even happen. Okay, y'all let this Kamala bullshit ran, and I think it was, even though 20%, 22% of black men voted out and voted Republican, you still had what they ended up with 90+% of the black vote. You know what I'm saying? So that means the other 70+% of black men voted for Kamala, and black men were still blamed. the 20% of black men, which we look at that, the overall voters, man, again, dog, that even if they would have, it wouldn't have made a difference. Okay. Kamala Harris did not lose because the black men didn't vote for her. Right. It was all the other men and women that didn't. Okay. But we know how that go, man. Hey, ain't can't don't won't. It's always the nigga's fault. You know how the shit go, man. But Amanda Seals has had I don't know how many takes, man, and I tried to. I saw a bunch of the clips. I didn't watch the thing in totality. We definitely go over ABLs back and forth. But I think it's just one specifically with this an older gentleman and a younger gentleman um that have been had, and we're going to go over those, right? So just to give you I guess how she started it off, and everybody's just listen, man. Slavery was fucked up, of course, right? But slavery is never going to be undone. Black people weren't the only people to suffer from slavery, despite what I guess people think or know or whatever, so on and so forth. And then that's not to belittle or diminish the atrocities that happen within it, right? But for us to be in 2025 and still have slavery at the forefront of our complaints and things and so on and so forth, bro, where has it gotten us? Ask yourself, black people, where has black people complained about slavery, something that happened before any of us were born, none of us even have a connection to, for the most part, unless you got like an ancestor that's 100 plus years old, right? Right? You know what I'm saying? Um, why are we still using that as a basis for how we look at and how we move politically, socially, financially, and all these different things? Okay. Not saying get over it, but saying just accept it and let's move forward. Okay. Let's stop trying to blame the white man and white supremacy and oppression and all this other shit. When again, how did the Asian man figure it out? Okay. How did the Arab man figure it out? How did the Indian man figure it out? Shout out to shout out to Doug. Doug sent me this Doug757 sent me this video about how the Indians took over the motels in the early 70s and 80s. Okay. Remember how we used to joke Pedro and them, Pedro and Maria, Alejandro. We would joke them for living 10 and 15 to a 2-bedroom apartment and riding all around in the same little Ford Pinto. We would joke them about that. Lo and behold, now Hispanics I think they're second in like home buying or something like that, right? Way higher than what black people are. And when you niggas, don't pay the taxes, don't pay the property taxes for the house that Paw and Meemaw left behind you, property taxes now, that means for the year, couple $1,000s, guess who buying it up? Guess who buying up that property? Guess who buying back the hood? Not no niggas. And then what niggas want to scream? Gentrification, gentrification, gentrification. Niggas are the number one supporters and and perpetrators of gentrification, bro. Okay? If you treated your neighborhoods like something, right? If you paid the property taxes and you kept the fucking properties up and you didn't motherfucking sell them to the white man and you didn't let them get repossessed by the city, you know what I'm saying? If you didn't let them become something that they can classify as blight, yeah, man. I see. I don't even, and it's a new thing. My bad, y'all. I don't know why it's not highlighting. It's some weird new shit. Hold up. I guess it took away that thing, the streaming profile. I guess they took away that option. I guess that's what happened because Auto Star. But shout out to more for your mom, man. So make sure y'all, if y'all give a super chat, hit me because I'm trying. Let me see something real quick. Let me play with this. Pause. Yeah, they took that away. Comment. Okay. I'm trying to close. Okay. Cool. Let me see. Comments take this one. Okay. But shout out to More for Your Mom for the two. From More for Your Mom, Amazing Lucas defended her in new vid. Amazing Lucas defended Amanda Seals. I'm not surprised. I don't know how he turned from being super duper MAGA conservative to whatever to this whole pro blackity black of all pro blackity blacks. I just don't know. I don't get it. But hey, it is what it is. Right? Appreciate it for the two, man. Yeah, Sanjeet's on the motherfucking Dunkin' Donuts too, right? Um one of the biggest issues and problems I have with us is we sit back and complain. We sit back and talk about how we haven't been given this, we haven't been given that, and we owe this and we owe that, but we're not using what we have to our benefit, to our advantage, building upon it. Black people have over $1 trillion in spending power, and somehow, some way, Asians as a whole make up 5% of the population. I'm gonna say it again. Asians as a whole make up 5% of the population, and so that would include Chinese, Japanese, Koreans, Indians. You know, all those people are Asians, right? Somehow, some way, though, they found a way to be the top earners in the country. You know, more than the white man. That's another thing too. If you out here talking about the white man this, the white man that, and the white man won't let you, and all this other shit, do you even know that the white man is like number 7 on the list in earning? When you start getting specific with the Asians, like Koreans, Japanese, Chinese, Indians, all this stuff and so on and so forth. White people are like number 7, 6 or 7, something like that, right? But because niggas are so obsessed with the white man, oppression, racism, systemic racism. Listen, man. No, I'm gonna say this again. Goody Mob said this. Big Gip specifically. Okay. Oh, no, not Big Gip. My bad. I think it was Cujo. Yeah, Cujo Goody said it. Live at the Omni. 1 million niggas inside. Soul Food album. Right? Ain't no such thing as a 1995 slave. You brought that shit on yourself. Okay? Same thing in 2025. Ain't no such thing as a 2025 slave, bro. You making poor decisions. You out here motherfucking playing in the streets, and when you get your ass ran over, now it's a white man fault. No, nigga. Be like the majority of other people and just do something legal. Be an asset to society. Not a fucking domestic terrorist. But that's too much like right. Fuck the police. Fuck 12. I'm a real nigga. Yeah. And where that get you? But before we go to this, man, again, a lot of people, I guess people forget, and it's easy for people to forget because again, we got a woman, we have a woman of color, we have a liberal woman of color, right? And so the dirty shit that women do quickly is forgotten. I mean, we're not even talking about the Sha'Carri Richardson shit no more. And this week, we a week removed. Sha'Carri Richardson not even in headlines no more. No one even cares about that shit. And that was like a week ago. But I digress. So Amanda Seals was romantically involved at one point in time with the now brain surgeon, former NFL player, Rhodes Scholar, Myron Rolle. For whatever reason, Amanda Seals went on the largest syndicated hip hop radio station and she spread a rumor about Myron Rolle that was never substantiated, that could have cost him any and everything. And she just went on about her life. Now, thank God, Myron came out and gave a quick little statement and whatnot, what have you, moved on, got married, beautiful children, wonderful career, all those things. But imagine if a black man lied on a black woman, okay, especially about something from in the sexual nature. She claimed this man was a sexual predator. Right? That's another big reason that was her downfall, man. Like, karma's real. All right? Karma, reap what you sow, whatever you want to call it, man. I don't think Amanda Seals has been relevant since what she was in. What was that show? What was the show with the What was the show with the girl? Yeah, Lucky. She she spread she spread a rumor. She spread a rumor about Myron Rowe, who's a brain surgeon, former NFL player, right? Being this creep. Appreciate you, Snow Patrol. Insecure, yeah. She hadn't been relevant since fucking Insecure. And I think her character was done after like what, maybe the third season or some shit. I don't know. And even the point of to where they were saying, remember she was saying something about Issa Rae not inviting her to some shit or something. Or Issa Rae pretty much like being like, if everybody don't like you, it's you. Let me be the one to tell you. Okay. I'm gonna put my hand on your shoulder. My hand on your shoulder right now. If everybody don't like you, it's you. Okay. It's not them, it's you. And I'm talking about different people: men, women, old, young, conservative, liberal, black, white. If nobody can stand you, it's you. And that's cool. Be you. But please don't try to tell me it's something wrong with me because don't nobody motherfucking like your ass. You the problem. Clearly. And Amanda Seals is a walking, living fucking testament of that. She embraces it at times, but then other times she want to cry about it and she want to play victim. No, baby. No, you that loudmouth bitch that's gonna say what she want to say and she's not afraid. All right, so hey, take what come with that shit. If you're gonna be bold, all right, be bold all the time. Don't be motherfucking balling up in a motherfucking fetal position. Once that motherfucking shit, don't do it. We ain't trying to hear it. But that happened. And now I didn't even know this, but when she did the Shannon Sharp and that Shannon Sharp interview was again another brazen example of this woman just being fucking insufferable, man. I don't think there's one piece of PR that I don't even think she has a PR person. If you do that, she need to fire him, her, or whatever. But there's not been one piece of content that Amanda Seals has done that's been, to anybody other than, of course, liberal, what you call them? What type of women is it? Liberal, liberated, sexually free women that's tired of the patriarchy. Oh, and the brotherfuckers. Of course, the brotherfuckers. You know the brotherfuckers. Gotta love this shit, man. Jesus Christ. But they go hand in hand. But this one right here, man, I didn't even know about this until recently. Because I didn't know they were in a relationship. But when she went on the when she went on the Shannon Sharp podcast, I guess he confirms that she threw him under the bus. One of her love interests back at the time that no one really knew she was dealing with outside, I guess, people in that realm. Shout out to my man Bodie, right? Bodie James, rapper, Detroit. Super duper underrated, man. I think I came across Bodie in 2022. Super duper lyrical cat, real laid back. And let's let him tell the story. Meantime, between time, man, hit the like button, hit the like button. Shout out to whoever was over on Facebook who hit the like. I greatly appreciate you.
Now, speaking of money, do you owe Amanda Seals some bread, Foley?
I'm glad you brought this up. Lord have mercy. So look.
So let me set it up. A year ago, she called you out on Shannon Sharp's show, and you took the audio.
Put it on the floor.
Yeah. And
she's talking about $2,000 from a bond that she had to pay for me. Right? Should I tell the whole truth, D? Go ahead and put it out there. Nah, don't put it all the way out there. I could put a spin on it or put it out there. I ain't gonna do that because I ain't gonna throw nobody in the butt. Yeah, I ain't gonna throw you under the bus, so I ain't gonna put it out there. All right, look. So I had a situation. She sent sis the money to come look out for me on the situation I had.
Mm-hmm.
But this what ended up happening. This is the honest.
So pretty much he's telling about a situation where I guess like he got knocked or whatever. He was locked up and he needed bond money. And it was 2 bands for the bond.
The God truth. So when the COVID BET Awards, whatever year that was, when everybody was quarantined and all this, like somebody had got sick on her production team with the COVID. I had been quarantining with her because I had been over in the crib with her. We was messing around, right?
Yeah.
So
another thing too, man. This is a prime testament we tell you, bro. Bro, listen. Bodie, even now, as great as he isn't like a top tier rapper. All right. He a Detroit nigga that, real Detroit nigga, and we'll just leave it at that, right? Amanda Seales at that time, COVID time, that was still, I think what? Insecure was still going on, but she hadn't been canceled and people weren't completely through with her yet, right? She still had some legs or whatnot in the, in the media industry and so on and so forth, in the entertainment industry. And, lo and behold, she's dealing with this guy nobody knows. He's not famous. He's not, he's not a household name. He's not even like super duper big on the rap scene at this time. We talking around, 2019, 2020 time frame, right? And lo and behold, what's she doing? She getting hit from the bike. Okay, by a nigga that's all about drugs and codeine and Detroit nigga. Brothers, please stop letting these motherfuckers tell you, dog, that you gotta be this, you gotta be that, and I don't do this. And I don't listen, bro. The same motherfucker woman out here, bro, talking about what she don't do and who she don't like and all this other shit, bro. For one, look at her baby daddy. All right, don't come to me, bitch, talking about no goddamn, you got to be 6 feet, 6 figures, 6 pack, 6 inches, 6, all these big bitches. Listen, your baby daddy is 5'2". Okay? That nigga didn't motherfucking finish high school. All right? You not finna demand nothing of me, okay, that you didn't demand from your baby daddy. Okay? You not finna demand nothing of me by the nigga more than the nigga you gave a baby. Okay? He said, yeah, shout out to who, man. Exactly, man. I'm telling you, bro, it's right place, right time. Just say the right thing, bro. Please, bro. Yeah. This out of your league shit, for the most part, is really not even like that. It's really not. But again, that's what society tells men, niggas specifically, and don't want to keep your ass in this thing to where you gotta always be chasing a woman. All right, you always gotta be coming out your pocket. You always gotta be doing nah, fam, nah, bro. She fucking with you, bro. She fucking with you.
I had a play I had to make. It was for like 28,000. I had some guys coming in the city from where I was from. They didn't know nobody. They knew I knew a lot of people. I could point them in the right direction. Mm-hmm. They came out, because they trust my business. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to make this happen because I needed the money. She tell me she needs me to help her set all the cameras up, the microphone, wiring from downstairs, some van they had. You know how these production teams work.
Yeah.
I had to single-handedly do all this, right? They told me that the payout on it was $10,000. So I looked at her. I said, damn, I'm about to take a $16,000 hit. If I don't go make this play, they're going to go bump into somebody else. And somebody else going to make this money, right? Mm-hmm. But she was like my chick at the time. Well, not, yeah, she was like my chick at the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, relationship.
We was trying to figure it out.
All right, complicated.
Because I'm a street.
Situationship, bro. Well, listen, this is an important part. Hold on. This is a more important part. Hold on.
Nigga, so that was bothering her. Like,
no, it wasn't bothering her. You a street nigga. All right? That's what got her pussy wet. That's why she fucked with you. It's always the formula, bro. Always. Never fails. That shit wasn't bothering her. She act like it is, but it's the thrill, it's the danger, it's the what do they call it? It's like the mysticism. It's the not knowing that the nigga gonna be locked up tomorrow, or if he gonna get shot, or if he gonna whatever. It's literally a fucking living episode of Power. Mind you, Amanda Seals, I think Amanda Seals is older than me. So this would have been a woman that was damn near close to 40, if not already 40 in 2020. At 40 years old, she's still out here chasing street niggas with her money, with her image, her, you know what I mean? It never fails, bro. And they're gonna do whatever the fuck they want to do. And listen, listen, baby. Do you get that little pussy to whoever you want to get to? But don't hop out here acting like you too good for shit. And that's what fucking Amanda Seals is not. She's too good for this. She's above this. She's above that. No, the fuck you not. What was you, bro? Don't nobody want any three. Everybody want thrills. Talking about Cree. Fuck out. What? Cree? Stop it. Clearly, Amanda Seals wanted the thrills. Okay.
Cause I just caught a case too, so I was fighting back, like trying to get on my feet. But she don't know, like I'm a cold nigga for real. Like I mean, she could feel it. That's why she was fucking with me. But I didn't meet her on my upscale. I met her on my downslide.
It's Bodie telling you, hey, I didn't meet her when, you know, Bodie James, I think he signed to Rock Nation and whatnot, and so on and so forth. He, you know, talking with Nas and Jay-Z, he shaking hands and bumping elbows and shit with niggas like that. Nah, this is way before that, man. That's another thing too. Women want you when you're on the downslide, because what? Then what? Nigga, get out my house. You need me, nigga. Do this, do that. That's why, again, that's another reason why they're drawn to these motherfucking street niggas, bro. That's a level of control. He just told you he needed her for the 2 bands to get out of jail. They don't just dangle the pussy over their head. They dangle a place to stay. They dangle freedom. Hell, they dangle not telling the police about whatever fucking illegal activities you got going on. Oh, I just found this shit out today. Girl that helped kill Julio Fulio, she trying to take a plea or thinking about taking a plea so she don't get motherfucking life in prison. These same women that love this motherfucking bullshit, bro, when it come time to fucking pay them dues. No, that's not me. That's not my life. I don't, you know, he forced me. I was scared. Never fucking fails, bro. Shout out to Who Drug, yeah, man. Shout out to Chronicles, man. Chronicles was right. Never let a woman maintain you, bro. Never, ever. Young nigga, if you don't do nothing else, nigga, do not let a fucking woman maintain you, bro. All right? Plenty of us done seen niggas with that walk of shame, with that trash bag and the motherfucking Nike boxes. Okay? Cue the motherfucking Incredible Hulk music, nigga. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom. Bro, hey, we all put a one in the chat if you don't ever pulled up to the fucking apartment complex. You see the nigga, all this nigga shit outside. You don't want to be in that boat, man. You do not want to be in that boat, bro. Don't do it. Yes, Tia. Men definitely have fucking walk of shame, and that motherfucking trash bag and them motherfucking shoe boxes is it.
So I'm like, damn, I'm about to take a $16,000 hit. I'm like, it's my bitch. She rich. This ain't gonna be my first play. Somebody else would call or something would fall out the sky. Fuck it, I did it. 10,000. She's gonna give me 10,000 for doing it. I'm like, fuck it, whatever. But the thing was, I thought it was a 1-day job, and it carried on into 3 days.
Oh,
and me and her are not compatible enough for us to be around each other 3 days straight. Like I gotta go to.
He cutting her some slack. This bitch is so insufferable between the pussy and the dick sucking and whatever else. I cannot be around you. Okay. If your mouth is open and it's not on my penis, I can't take it. Ladies, you probably go, hey, listen, this is what we mean by be a man's piece. Okay? You can be his piece or you can be just a piece. Okay? You either gonna be his piece or be just a piece. If you know what I'm saying. And I'm talking about a piece of pussy or a piece of ass. Okay? When you're his piece, he can be around you. He enjoys this. He you know what I mean? He's willing to do things, activities. He's trying to make you happy and whatever. But if you just a piece,
Al crib, get a break for a minute. You know, she come give me a call me, send me an Uber, Al, send me a car over there. Like it was like that, you know what I mean? Because I didn't even have I got a Benz in Cali now, but I didn't have a whip in Cali at the time. So 3 days, like I say. So we bickering, bitching back and forth. Third day go past. We get into it. I leave.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So the way we got into it, I really didn't even want to conversate with her no more, right? So we had did something with Khalees and Michael Rappaport. It was like some cooking show. And she gave me she asked me to go on the cooking show with her. I don't know why I agreed to it, but I did. You know what I'm saying? She told me she'd pay me to do it. So I was like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? She gave me like 7,000 cash after I did it. And it's my bitch, so I didn't care what she gave me. I wasn't even tripping.
You ain't tripping.
So now fast forward. So I've been over here 3 days. I leave. We get into it.
Hold on. Y'all acting like fucking Amanda Seals right now. I know good and hell well. I don't got 150 motherfucking people in here, and I don't even got 100 likes. Hell y'all got going on, man? Huh? If you lie, you steal, you kill. Hit the like button if you will. All right? Because you know who he's sitting at you. All right?
Take off, record. Real more shit, man. That's why more bodies, man. Done more bodies right now, man. That real more shit, man. G up in the building, man.
Hit the like button, man. Hit the like button. Shout out to Hoop Jargon. Appreciate you, brother, for the 2. Don't forget Myron Roll. Yeah, I talked about that, bro. That's one of the first things I talked about before I played the Bodie James thing. I don't know if you came in or when you came in, but yeah, I definitely talked about that.
I don't want to kick it with her for real because y'all know she obnoxious as fuck. Everybody know this. The world know this.
Again, he's saying it. And bro, listen, this is why I say men never get the credit for the benevolence and for the tolerance that we have and the grace that we're willing to give a woman, bro. Because it's like, is she really that bad as everybody say she is? And if a bitch cute or whatever, and back in the time before she started getting the motherfucking old light-skinned lady package, listen, if she fine and light-skinned, eventually she'll be old and light-skinned. And I don't know what it is, but them light-skinned women, man, that in them 40s, that mustache start coming in. You know what I'm saying? A woman's, estrogen starts going down. Her testosterone increases a little bit as she get older, and it never fails, man. Okay? It's like a 75% chance, bro. She gonna have that motherfucking stash, nigga. Okay? Yeah, see, look, Amanda Seals was attractive as fuck, man. She had the I think she said she all black, or like her. I thought she was mixed, but she not mixed. Like her mom's just, she's like Grenada or something, and her dad is black. All right, so it's all nigga. It's just Caribbean nigga or spicy nigga, right? So you can never deny in her earlier years that she was attractive, but she was just a fucking raging bitch, right? And Bodie is fucking confirming this shit. Buddy even laughing. He like, everybody knows she's obnoxious. You can't fucking the whole world know this shit. And you think you can be, bro? You cannot change, bro. You cannot change a fucking person, bro. You cannot change them. They're gonna be who they are. Especially like I said, bro, if you get her after 30, whoever she is or he is, same thing. Women to men. At 30 years old, you are who you're going to be. I promise you. Anything else you're doing, you're just fucking suppressing some shit, or you're doing something to sidestep it to please a person that you care about. But that shit is always there. It's always fucking there, bro. Yeah. Oh my God. Not. Hey. Yeah. She got. Yeah. This. Shout out to Hoop. This bitch got mad at fucking what's name because she claimed to be autistic, and he was like, "You was never Who diagnosed you, bitch? You out here diagnosing yourself with motherfucking autism? Shut your dumb ass the fuck up. Shut up, Amanda. Amanda, be quiet." Come on, shit.
You just moved to
Damn, be
Chicago.
quiet. I'm trying to
Okay.
speak.
Yeah, be quiet, Amanda.
So I try to reach out to the people that's supposed to pay me the 10,000.
Oh, yeah.
They tell me, no, it was 10,000 a day. It wasn't 10,000. It wasn't 10,000 for me just doing it.
Yeah.
It was 10,000 per day.
Right.
Or close to it, somewhere up in there, right? So I never got any of that money.
Whoa.
Because she never followed up to help me get the cheese. And, you know, I'm a street nigga. I don't know who to call for production. I don't know how to chase a BET nigga down and none of that. So I just chalked it. You know, it was just better for me to just leave the whole situation alone. Right? So what ended up happening is, I guess she thought I was some slouch sock ass nigga that wasn't gonna get back on my demon, back on my A game or something. So when she seen me, I guess like making noise about this, that, this, and the third, or, you know, flashing money or something on the internet or some shit like that, just for some content, or just because I'm over there with the guys and we just ghetto as fucking real life and this is what we do. Like this, you know, this is some hood shit. You feel me? She had reached out one day and like commenting on like, well, you flashing all this money, this, that, like, you can give me my money. And I'm like, man, I never got paid for the one shit. We're like, what is we fucking? You talking about 2,000?
That shit right there, man. Again, yeah. What the fuck is $2,000 to somebody that's done definitely made $1 million in her lifetime? That's the type of shit right there, bro. Don't ever deal with a bitch like that, bro. Get her the fuck out of there. Okay? You done left her alone. Y'all done moved on as years has passed and so on and so forth. And like you said, so pretty much my nigga, he's not saying it, but what she did was she got the money. I promise you, she didn't just leave $30,000 on the fucking table. Gave him 7 bands because he thinking he getting 70% of the money when really shit, he not even getting 50% of the shit. So she done finesse. He was trying to make the 28 on some, you know, some street shit, but he sacrificed that to do some shit with her because, you know, he fucking with her. Does that for her, thinking that he's only getting the 10, but the whole time it was 30 on the table that he would have made, you know what I'm saying? And she only gave him 7. Then gave him some excuse about, you know, oh, I don't know who to get. Come on, man. Bodie, you a street nigga, bro. You know better than that. No, $2,000, Charles Merchant. And she goes on fucking the biggest podcast in the fucking world to say the shit. Oh shit, my bad. You're right. Shout out to Michael Vince Perkins. Yeah, that wasn't even for that. That was for the fucking cooking show shit. So she didn't even give him none of the bread for the actual work he was doing. And he was talking about physical labor.
$1,000, bitch, you rich.
Yeah.
Like when I went down, I buy you a couple Gucci bags and all type of shit. Like people just petty as fuck, bro. You know what I'm saying? It just seemed like she just wanted something to say. She didn't have to be boisterous or go public about no shit like that. Like, I ain't fucked with you in years. I don't even speak on that. Like, don't nobody know but us for real. Like,
Right.
Exactly. No one knew. Nobody knew. But bitch like her, bro, anything for attention. She don't care. There's no bad publicity for a motherfucking psychopath, man, or sociopath. No such thing. They do not care, bro. Do not care at all.
Like, I don't be popping it on Mandy name. You know what I'm saying? She's not the first so-called celebrity I didn't crushed with or crushed on. Like, I just don't run my mouth about my business. You know what I'm saying? But
shout out to him about that, man. Again, bro. Hey, shout out to everybody that keep that shit. We grown, baby. Ain't no need for, you know what I'm saying? If we not public, if we not together officially or whatnot, what have you, hey, our business is our business. It ain't to be told. You feel me? And if you do, the moment you motherfucking ever run your motherfucking lips Over with. Some of these bitches be thirsty just to say to nigga, you talking to them on some shit, trying to get to know them, and they telling the biz, oh, you talking to such and such, and this and another. Like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Then it get back to me. That shit ever get back to me, bro? Nah, shawty, you good. Cool on you. 10,000%. Because I'm fantastic, but I ain't nobody to be motherfucking tell everybody that we talking or no shit like that. And especially it's just like, yo, fuck we got going on, man. Stop.
No hard feelings, you know what I'm saying? I'm always have the love I got for Mandy, but you know, sometimes like you just, I don't know, we just wasn't on the same mental plane. You know what I'm saying?
Are you guys in a good space now?
I mean, we in the same space we was in when I left, so we got to be in a good space because I don't have no bad blood for her. I don't got no bad blood for nobody, Mandy. It's always love. Like, if you ask me, it sounds like a cry like she wanted me to come back home or something. That's what it sounds like.
And a lot of times that be what it is. Like you said, she obviously liked the nigga, right? She caught him when he was vulnerable. When he was, trying to recover or whatnot, what have you, had some shit going on, and they can't get along. So he just moves on and about his business, goes about his way. She who knows how many more niggas she done dealt with in the process, but now this nigga popping, you know what I'm saying? He everywhere. He blowing it up on the motherfucking mixtape scene and shit and so on and so forth. And like you said, now he got bread, he got money, he having fun with the guys, and just living his life. So what's she doing? She popping up on his motherfucking social media, leaving messages and shit, talking about, you're like, come on, man. That's how that shit be, bro. The biggest lie ever told is that niggas is out here fumbling bitches. No, it's more bitches out here fumbling niggas by far. Okay? There are far more fucking women fumbling dudes than dudes fumbling women. Point blank period, dog. But again, this feminist ass fucking society tells you otherwise. This feminist ass society tells you that hey man, it's cheaper to keep her. Happy wife, happy life. And lo and behold, the price of that shit is your motherfucking peace, your sanity, your blood pressure, your patience. You know what I'm saying? Is that motherfucking cheap? Ain't none of that shit cheap.
Like she missed this motherfucker. It's like, you missed this little motherfucker, baby.
Is that something you would pursue? Would you spin the block?
No,
you good?
That's just always gonna be like my people. Like everything before time and a place and a reason for the season. Sometime and that's what that was. Like it was just a reminder.
And again, man, hey, that's another big thing. I'm big on that, man. Listen, everybody's not meant to be a permanent fixture in your life. A lot of people are either blessings or lessons, as they say, right? That's something that shit people always say. Shit don't turn out in a positive thing. It's a lesson you learn from that. At least you're supposed to, right? Don't make the same mistake again. Those traits, those negative things that person showed you, you should never motherfucking forget that shit. Again, always forgive, never forget. And your forgiveness is your, is your discretion, right? It's some things that's unforgivable. Only you know what that is. Don't ever let nobody pressure you to the other shit, but just know when you don't forgive a motherfucker and you know what I mean, you gonna give them a space in your mind and in your heart, you know what I'm saying, that they probably don't deserve. So forgive that motherfucker, move the fuck on, man. But don't ever forget, right? Because it's not just for them. It's for anybody else that does anything like them, so you can recognize it. You forget it, man. Hey. And if a person says that, oh, I thought you forgave me. Yes, I forgave you. I didn't forget the shit though, motherfucker. Only a fool forgets. What else, Sherelle? What's going on?
Under like up or down, you still that nigga. Like I always had a pretty bitch in the jump shot, like I said. So Mandy just came with like her tired of dealing with celebrities that probably been, leaving her in limbo. And then me being on my downslide, fucking with all these nothing assholes. And then you finally get like a chick with some status and like, some purpose and shit. So I'm thinking like maybe this is the way I need to go and stop fucking with her.
Listen, again, man, like you said, he know what it is. All them NBA players, NFL players, actors and rappers and all these rich niggas in Hollywood, bitch, you just a slide. That's it. Especially with your attitude, with your mouth, with your personality, with your reputation. Let me see this. And then that little pussy probably ain't hitting on that. Stop it. That's another thing too. Listen. And that big, hey, listen. And them top and bottom lips is top tier. Niggas gonna put up with it. Niggas gonna deal with it. Hey, y'all know how we is over here. We gonna keep the thou out. If them top and bottom lips are motherfucking slip and grip, you hear me? Niggas gonna put up with it. They gonna deal with it. But if that shit is motherfucking, mediocre or subpar.
But that shit there, no can do, guys. All right, bitch, you going too far. No can do.
No can do. Shout out to man, True Hype for the 2. Appreciate you, brother. Shout out to the self-diagnosis of Amanda's autism. Yeah, that's crazy, man. That was wild. Yeah, exactly. Just another form of victimhood.
All these rat boys, stripper hoes, and these little gutter bugs and shit, but that shit don't be no different, man. It's like if the drinks don't mix, it ain't, you know what I said? Then don't fuck with it. You know?
Exactly, man. Shout out to Bodie, man. Shout out to Bodie. Now, something else. Now let me talk to you dumbass niggas, man. I'm sick of you dumbass niggas, bro. All right. I'm sick of you niggas, and I'm sick of y'all having opinions about shit you don't have no understanding of. You niggas don't know what you debating for. There ain't the debate don't make no sense in the debating, and you just wasting time. You just running your mouth for what? Meanwhile, motherfuckers out here checking a bag debating. Hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars to debate. We the only motherfuckers, bro. Anything to do with motherfucking, a meeting of the minds and intellectual discourse, niggas don't want none of that. But niggas want to fight though. Tommy, what up, fam? Y'all will watch baddies though. Y'all will watch Housewives. Y'all will watch Love and Hip Hop. Man, nobody trying to hear you niggas debate. Nobody will hear you. All right, man. Shut your stupid ass the fuck up. Dumbass nigga. And I hate this shit, man. Listen, black women, can y'all stop trying to sound like brotherfuckers? Can y'all let the brotherfuckers have the brotherfucker shit? Sick of y'all, man. Sick of y'all stealing all the motherfucking lingo and the
daughter of an immigrant, it is imperative that Black people from other places understand the disparate difference that they exist from Black people in the United States. It is not the same. Period. And ultimately, the best effort that we can do as a diaspora is to lead in understanding, not in judgment. So when I am talking to somebody from Sudan, from the Congo, from Angola, I am listening to understand their experience, not to undermine it. And I refuse to allow anybody from Grenada, from Angola, from any other place to come and try to undermine the experience of Black Americans.
Now she on some FBA shit, but you're not even FBA. How you finna say that shit when you just admitted to your mama being a dirty foot, as the motherfuckers say? You're not even making no sense. You're shooting yourself in the foot. But I guess you're saying because you were first generation or whatever. I guess I don't know. Yeah, she is. And listen, silence her when she was doing them little lives on her on IG before she just got super duper intolerable, bro. That stash was there, brother. She definitely had a Miss Pearly going on. Definitely. Okay, definitely had that Miss Pearly popping. And people saying stupid shit. All right, this 8 shit and all this other shit. Come on, man. What are we doing, bro? Now this brother right here. What's his name? The Black MAGA preacher. Okay. He had some strong words for Sister Seals. He had some strong words for Sister Seals. Yes, the Miss Pearly. Yes. Is she fine and light skinned now? All right. She gonna have that motherfucking stash after a while. She get older. Longer she live, is guaranteed, brother.
Is in my Amanda Seal debate, she was the worst Jubilee surprise guest probably that they had. She was the stereotypical black woman. She was angry. She was nasty. She threatened to have people removed off. There was one black conservative who's known who was removed because she yelled at people several times. She threatened about 5 or 6 times. She was a diva.
Again, man. And she don't care. Please understand this. Listen, Amanda, that's why I don't mind. Listen, people like this, bitch, asshole, insufferable, it don't even offend them. So just call them what they are. Amanda Seals is a fucking insufferable bitch that nobody can stand to be around for, I say, longer than probably 10 minutes. Only time people dealing with her, bro, is for a check. That's it. If she has friends, I don't ever hear her talk about friends, but if she have friends, them motherfuckers there, bro, hey, you need to put them on the front lines. You need the motherfucking, them motherfuckers harder than Navy SEALs. You hear me? Delta Force. Anybody that's friends with motherfucking Amanda Seals, nigga, listen, hey, give them all the secrets. They cannot be broken. You hear me?
6 or 7 times she threatened to leave. Now I'm thankful for the opportunity, thankful for getting to sit down with her. I respect her for what she's accomplished, but as a person, I have no respect for her. She was very disrespectful to me because I believe I destroyed her in my first to start off, and she didn't want to talk to me again.
That's another thing too, man. When you listen, this debate shit, dog, and you know, a lot of people don't understand how this shit goes. Bro, it's real easy to set logical traps for people and so on and so forth. You let people talk themselves into their own hole. Most people don't know a lot of things about history. Most people don't know a lot of things about stats, data, all those different things, so on and so forth. The majority of everything that I saw in these clips Amanda Seals say was subjective, racial, fucking white supremacy, and all this babble shit. Like the shit we just seen right there. All of that shit is emotional. Okay? The identification of blackness and all this other shit and so on and so forth. Bro, there's nothing tangible in that. You ask 10 different black people what it means to be black, you'll get motherfucking 20 different answers. Okay? So why are we even discussing that? Okay? But that's where people want to be in these debates and these things and then say she ate because it makes them feel good. Okay? Debating is not about your feelings. It's about facts and logic.
And I wouldn't want to talk to me because she can't beat me in a debate. A real debate where she's not yelling, she could not beat me because the facts are on my side. I don't care how much they lie and try to act like they aren't. I love black people and I love myself. But, you know.
Well, we hate them niggas. We sick of you niggas. Get you niggas up out of here. Okay? Sick and tired of you niggas.
What's wrong with y'all niggas? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy.
Niggas crazy as hell until we motherfucking move these niggas right on along and let them be by themselves over there. Ain't shit gonna change for black people. Until black people let the niggas go, we gonna remain to be right where the fuck we at.
you know, if you're black and you have a difference in opinion in the black community, you don't love yourself, and you're, you know, because we're the only race that can't have. But that's the truth.
Again, brother, like again, if you are a fucking conservative black person, you a coon, you a sellout, you a step and fetch it, you a Uncle Tom, and dumbass niggas still saying motherfucking Uncle Tom or Uncle Tom was the fucking hero of the book. He was the protagonist, not the antagonist. If you are not in the motherfucking beehive, okay, the hive mind, the fucking follow what Kwame say, the go along, get along. Shout out to Kwame. The go along, get along gang. Okay? Only motherfucker allowed to rock the boat is Aaliyah, and she gone. If you rock any of the boat, nigga, now you a coon and you hate yourself and you hate your mama and you want to be white.
Was the worst Jubilee guest celebrity person there was, and none of the black conservatives liked her at the end. Like Candace Owens, Jordan Peterson, all the conservative, respectful. They treated other people's opinion with respect, not her.
And that's another, you know, these idiots are actually saying they want her to debate Candace Owens. I was like, man, what the fuck is wrong with y'all, man? Y'all are really smoking dope. This is how I know niggas are stupid. Despite whatever the fuck you want to say about Candace Owens is a great debater, bro. Candace Owens walks down the motherfucking logic, a track of logic like nobody else, bro. Okay? Like nobody else. The fuck? I didn't say this shit. The fuck? Hold on, yeah. Hit the like button for me. Hit the like button for me. Hit the like button for me. Here we go. Here's ABL's take. ABL was kind to Sister Seals. He was quite kind.
So this is me on the episode of Jubilee, 20 Black Conservatives versus 1 Black Radical featuring Amanda Seals. Now, a lot of y'all are asking me, hey, ABL, how was your experience? How was Amanda Seals? All this, that, and the third. First things first, shout out to Jubilee. They're very, very professional. We shot this back in June of this year, 2025 in Los Angeles. So it was a Hollywood style environment and it was very well choreographed as far as the format. But what was not choreographed was our responses. Whatever you heard came straight from
Hey, shout out to more for your mom. Appreciate you, brother. Fools now want Candace versus Amanda. I didn't see man. I apologize for the super chat thing, man. That's why I gotta let me know, dog. For whatever reason, they took something away. Yeah, it says auto start, but I guess it's not recognizing what the super chats are for some reason. I think it's like a thing. I'll report it once I'm done with this because it was the same way over on Hamps earlier, to where it's not auto star in the super chats, even though you're giving the super chat. So please remind me, man. Just spam super chat in the spam super chat. Okay, spam super chat in the chat so that I make sure I see it and I acknowledge you guys for your contributions. I greatly appreciate you.
Plus, there was no coaching from Jubilee at all. And shout out to everybody who I met when I was there. Very, very impressive. That was the highlight for me. Everybody who I met, all the conservatives, because 10 years ago, this wouldn't have been a thing. This many of us on TV getting exposure, it wouldn't have been a thing.
Shout out to ABL, man. Shout out to ABL for sticking to his guns. And I've seen ABL not, told the fucking, as they say, tap dance and whatever. ABL be giving them white people hell when he don't agree with some shit. Okay. ABL is, hey, this is what I think, this is what I believe, so on and so forth. Take the motherfucking politics out of it. I've seen him speak up on things as far as police brutality. Specifically the sad situation of the lady that got shot by that piece of shit ass cop for the water thing. That dude that shot her. You know, he gave his rendition of that. And he didn't fucking hold back. And he did, and he he invited any and every dumb ass fucking quote unquote white racist motherfucker that want to hide behind conservatism, all right, for a ridiculous ass take. Okay. But yeah, man, he was one of the first people, you know, as the black conservative back during the first Trump run or whatnot, what have you. And he hadn't had to pivot and change this and all this other shit and so on and so forth. He's held true to his philosophies, his ideology, his political views, but at the same time, he's fucking sold out. So ABL is the prime example of black men can have your own political beliefs, leanings, and principles, right? But not quote unquote automatically be a fucking sellout because you refuse to just suck and slurp Democrats. Okay. Let me get back in this bag for a minute. Black people, if the party does not have to work for your vote, okay, you're never going to get anything from the party. Let me say this again. If the party does not have to do anything to get your vote, all right, they don't have to work for your vote, you're never going to get anything from the party. Y'all mad about them cutting motherfucking food stamps and EBT and government housing and shit. What's the percentage of black people that are on fucking government assistance? Not talking about the old people, and the old people are safe. The old people and the disabled people are safe. Nothing is going to happen to their shit. Only shit is going to happen to the people that are able-bodied, they can work, and they, you know what I mean? They're capable of actually going out here and doing something with themselves, with their lives, versus just having the taxpayers pay for their life their entire life until they get old and they need it, right? Tell me the percentage of black people that are even receiving these benefits. The majority of black people are not on government assistance. Majority of black people don't qualify for government assistance. You make too much money for government assistance. So why the fuck are we out here fighting so much in fucking hip hooray and whatever they talk about giving you more free shit that you won't even qualify for? What are we talking about, bro? Again, it's already cut out and it's always going to be there for the elderly and the disabled, right? So that's a given. But when you start talking this shit about, you know what I mean? What are we doing here? Nah, that's what I'm talking about. I've seen him push back more than sometimes. If ABL not with this shit, ABL gonna say he not with it. Point blank, period. Yeah, that other nigga though, Tatum's out of hand, bro. Tatum is just with a shield for damn sure. I don't know what the fuck Tatum be on. I've never seen Tatum say one bad thing about a police officer, bro. Even in the most brazen and ridiculous fucking police brutality situations, and that can't be trusted.
And it most certainly was unheard of back in 2002 when I was 18 years old. So shout out to everybody who I met when I was there. Amazing. Now, Amanda Seals, what was my experience like with her? First thing first, let's go back. She was actually a child star on Nickelodeon, if you didn't know, and her moniker back then was Amanda Diva. And when she came into this set, I saw some of the diva energy immediately. First of all, you got a big, huge security guard. I'm 6'3". This guy is way above me, dwarfing me. And she had like a cup of coffee and an iPad for some reason. We could not have our phones, but she had an iPad. I don't understand why, but I saw the diva energy immediately. And her tactic throughout the entire time was if she got back into a corner and they got a little bit heated with the back and forth, she would threaten to leave.
Weak. Basically, don't embarrass me on this fucking debate that I volunteered for and I begged for, and I got up here to fucking get some relevance because no one gives a fuck about anything I have to say since the Shannon Sharp interview. Okay, you put your own nail in the last nail in your own coffin, and now you're trying to make some type of fucking comeback or resurgence. We don't care, Amanda. We don't give a fuck. Nobody want to hear shit you got to say.
She was doing that at the very beginning. If you saw the clip, she was like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it. So right then she was trying to set boundaries to say, okay, don't interrupt me. Don't cut me off. But she would cut you off and interrupt you and it'd be totally fine. So this
is why I am how I am in debates and in any type of discourse or whatever, so on and so forth. Listen, we're gonna have a conversation. I can do it either way. I can be intellectual or I can make it comical. Okay. I'm more likely than not, I'm smarter than you, and I know I'm funnier than you. Okay. So however you want this to go, it can go. All right. But I suggest you, for your part, for the most part, we keep it on the fucking intellectual shit. Because we get into the comical and I can blend the two, you're gonna look real stupid and you're gonna get real mad and you're not gonna be able to make it through. Just not.
Was hypocritical. Also, there was a point where she was trying to say, "Oh, well, since you're an immigrant or the."
Hey, shout out to Wise Will. I'm gonna still talk on that. I've been trying to get everything together with that, but so on and so forth. But thank God for them. Listen, man. Shout out to RFK Jr., bro. RFK Jr. is motherfucking putting foot to ass in Big Pharma and the FDA and all this fucking bullshit, dog. Shout out to him. Yeah, I don't know what. Man, this is why I say niggas are so just okay. Do you know what all that motherfucking those preservatives and those ingredients that you can't even pronounce does to your body? Sugar, high fructose corn syrup. Somebody actually argued and said the bullshit the other day. Oh, high fructose corn syrup is nothing different than sugar. You're a damn lie. If it wasn't the case, why you think some shit use real sugar and then you got high fructose corn syrup? Two separate things, man. All right. But yeah, all that shit, man, that unhealthy shit. I told y'all, bro. I've never seen when I see those fucking. How do you know a food stamp buggy? Chat participation. How do you know a food stamp buggy, y'all? Not a vegetable in sight. As one I'm missing. It's y'all getting every one but the other one. I'm waiting for the final straw. I'm waiting for the bonus answer. There you go. There you go. Wait, there you go. There you know. There you go. A bug, two of them. Two buggies. That shit right there, man. Listen, I know mind your business and whatever and so on and so forth. Listen, I'm a hater whenever I see that shit. I know good and hell well this bitch ain't about to get motherfucking $600 worth of groceries for free. I gotta pay for this shit. I gotta work for this. This bitch got two buggies. Steak, lobster, no vegetables though. Crab legs. Shout out to Dub Will. Dub, hey, at one point in time, I don't know if they changed it back, but at one point in time in Georgia, people were abusing the shit so much, bro. They made a rule where you couldn't buy no motherfucking seafood in Georgia with the fucking food stamp. They made a rule. They was like, look here, you poor niggers. You poor motherfuckers not finna be eating better than us. Goddamn. Fuck that. Now you can keep the steaks, but the crab legs and the lobster and shit, no sirree. No sirree, Bob. No sirree. You will not be buying, you will not be eating in the luxurious, you know what I mean? Not on the state of Georgia's dime, no sir. Oh, so now you niggas want to be funny. Okay, a buggy is a shopping cart. Okay, a buggy is a shopping cart. That good brother.
Son of immigrants, you can't speak on Black American issues. Meanwhile, her mom is from Grenada. So it's like, you're the exact thing you're trying to say, can't talk about Black American issues, yet here you are talking about Black American issues. And then back to the whole diva thing. The reason why they probably call her a radical versus a liberal is because she probably requested that. There were certain times where we would say, well, we as conservatives don't do what you guys do over there on the left. I'm not a leftist. I'm not a liberal. It's like, okay, whatever you want to call it. Radical, leftist, liberal, all the same thing. You're talking about Gaza, trying to help them. We don't care about that. We care about us here.
Yeah, bro. I'm still ashamed of you, Ukraine and Palestine niggas. The fuck, you know that both of them people hate you. By the way, you know that, right? Ukraine was over there calling motherfuckers. They was on video. Trans nigger. nigger. That hard R is universal. I think the girl, not what's the boy name? Not Castanot. What's the other kid? Speed. Remember he was in China and the fucking the Chinese girl called him fucking hard R. Everybody know how to say that one word, motherfucker. I don't know how or why, but yeah. You as a black person can't be, and Amanda Seals, especially when she's pro blackity black because I'm black y'all type shit. Amanda, how the fuck you gonna be talking about anything over in Gaza, Palestine, all this other shit, so on and so forth, when you claim that people are oppressed here? Now, mind you, atrocity is fucked up, but again, I can't do nothing to change that. Me talking about this shit ain't gonna do nothing to change nothing. Motherfuckers in Palestine ain't never fucking said nothing about the shit going on over here and what the fuck black people got going on. Why? Because they got their own shit going on. And again, that shit's been going on way before the beginning of time. All right, that is a holy war. That's religious shit. That shit never gonna stop. So you put your mouth on that shit. Pause. For what?
In the US of A. So she wasn't a terrible person. I tried to be nice and have some kind of decent communication with her. I gave her a fist bump at one point. So she wasn't terrible, but just being able to talk to her and having conversations about these kind of things, it was pretty insufferable. But I hope y'all enjoyed it.
Again, man, every person that said the same thing, even a man that was having sex with her. Oh man, he's not a bad of a guy, man. You know, I've been in a situation where everybody didn't like a motherfucker, right? Or allegedly, supposedly didn't like him, but it's because they was like, you know, motherfuckers it be different shit, right? Some people are intimidated by people, like, oh, he's scary or some shit or whatever, or he's weird, you know. So everybody keeps them at a distance and they never really have a conversation with them, get to know them, and so on and so forth. And they cool people. I'm pretty sure, you know what I'm saying? We've all had that person, right? Some of your best friends end up being the person that's, you know, always off by themselves, some shit, and so on and so forth, because, you know, people deem them an outcast for whatever reason. But then you know, inquire, you actually have a conversation, you get to know them, and then, hey, cool motherfucker, more cool as shit. Y'all motherfuckers weird. It ain't him, right? All right. But Amanda has nobody that's nobody is saying that for Amanda. Nobody's out here coming and saying, no, man, she's not that bad, man. You know, you just got to get to know her. Like, no, man, fuck that bitch. She's insufferable. Okay. I don't think people are like when you take the time to say the word insufferable, bitch, it's you. Okay. Niggas take the time to actually say the word insufferable. You don't use that shit in any point in time at all. Okay. But let's start getting into some of the debate, man. This was a young fella right here that walked her down. Hit the like button for me. Hit the like button for me. Hit the like button for me.
You can give everyone here like a $50,000 check, especially people that are in the streets who are committing violent crimes consistently. A $50,000 check, it's not going to fix anything. It's not going to increase the median household income in the next 10 years by 10% or 20%. For example, we have the Chinese Exclusion Act of 1882. We prevented Chinese people from getting citizenship and even entering the country. We discriminated against them and basically put them under apartheid, even here in the United States. Yet they have the highest median household income. How is that possible?
Thank you. This is the shit right here, bro. Bro, they had even way before World War II and the whole Japan shit. Bro, they had Chinese people in like fucking internment camps. They brought the Chinese people over here to motherfucking build the railroads and shit, right? To help with the railroads anyway, right? They end up fucking putting them in these camps, these prisons and shit, bro. China have to fucking take that shit to the what's name and be like, hey, what the fuck are you doing to our people? They let them go. And of course, you know, they build that's why Chinese people have this wonderful fucking what's the word I'm looking for? Not infrastructure, but fuck. Supply line, right? That's how Mr. Chang get all the motherfucking weaves and shit for the low. You know what I'm saying? That's how they get all the motherfucking replica Nikes and shit or whatever, because them motherfuckers always link back all the way to China, bro. You feel me? All right. Chinese people, every other group of people, bro. Chinese people, Jewish people, Indian people, if they need to reach for all the way back home to get some shit, you know what I'm saying? They'll do it. Supply chain. Appreciate you, bro. That's what, yeah, supply chain. They do that shit. Right? Black people, on the other hand, spin, spin, spin.
How come they don't complain and feel entitled consistently to beg for reparations and beg for this when they are killing each other 90% of the time, which is the rate that black people kill each other, according to the FBI?
Oh, young Matt.
Yet white people are the oppressors.
I'm not sure where your education came from, but they lied to you.
Stats don't lie, though.
Statistics lie all the time. So let's start there.
Okay, so give us a stat. I would have asked her, well, give me a statistic where they lied. Give me a statistic where they lied. Just give it to me, please. That's another important thing too in the art of debating, bro. When somebody says something that you know for sure is, you know, just untrue, a lie, right? Inaccurate, challenge them on the spot. Hey, well, yeah, give us one of those, you know, erroneous stats that, you know, the federal government uses. Just give us one.
Particularly when the statistics are coming from the sources that gain from the statistics being shown a different way. So if you're going to start your argument on stats don't lie, you've already lost the argument. They lie all the time. One, comparing Chinese people who are immigrants that made a choice to come to the United States and comparing the continued effort of Black people to ground themselves in a nation that continues to make impediments for them to show and live.
What impediments are being made in 2025 for Black people? Someone, anybody got any answers? This is an honest question. Chat participation, please put it in the chat and tell me what current impediments, okay, what current obstacles are being made in 2025 specifically for Black people only to not succeed in this country. Any answers? Anything? Is there anything that is being made in 2025 to this day? Right? Well, that is one thing. But you know what? They didn't even do that. That's why I was saying that shit couldn't be right. There's no way they were going to do that. That would be a fucking huge class action suit. That'd be if you literally kicked Black people out majority for a medical condition and a medical issue. That shit right there will be, hey, go right ahead, because I'm definitely motherfucking filing that suit as soon as the day I get my DD-214. Yeah, so nothing. So yeah, racism. Yeah, okay. So yeah, more white people being had, more white babies being born, I guess.
And exist in their true citizenship is a false equivalency.
I don't believe that happens at all. What? No one here is in.
Are you acting right now? Do you really believe
I'm telling
this?
the truth. There's no systemic racism that I've experienced here in America. What system is racist? I think the only racism we've actually seen recently, systemic racism we've seen, is the application of systemic racism against white people. The University of Western Washington, for example, has been trying to segregate dormitories.
Oh shit. My bad, bro. Appreciate you, man, for the reminder, brother. I'll put it right here. I'll be forgetting, man. Greatly appreciate y'all though. Silent Sir got it in there. I appreciate you, brother. Let me go ahead and do that for you. Let me pin that motherfucker. It's pinned to the top, brother. Really appreciate you.
Using black-only dormitories because black people feel safer amongst each other, but they're more likely to kill each other than white people are ever to kill them. That's just the truth. You have King Von rapping about killing other black men. Why should I think that the white man is the oppressor when black men are more likely to kill me?
Oh my
Tell me.
God, this is scary. You need
When a person laughs at something where you're asking a serious question, unless you know they either don't have an answer or they know they've been beat. I ask this question all the time. How is the white man the oppressor when, again, black people somehow have the highest murder rate against each other? And the main person I got to worry about, taking me out of this motherfucker is a nigga, not a white man. Okay? All right? White man not even trying to have a motherfucking fist fight with me, bro. Nigga trying to kill me just off of, shout out to Tommy wearing the wrong motherfucking hat in Cali. I'm visiting, motherfucker. How the hell does a Georgia hat have anything to do with a LA gang, nigga? They gonna make a way. I don't know how fucking LA gang members have confiscated every motherfucking basketball hat, baseball hat, football hat, hockey hat, badminton hat, cricket hat. Niggas can't even wear hats in motherfucking LA, man. Where you from, cuz? What's going on, cuz? What it is, blood? What? Brother. No gang affiliation, brother. All right, nigga. I almost want to act like I was Cuban, man. No English, no English. Cuban B. Nigga, you can't even. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. Like, yeah, bro. What we doing? Nigga can't even wear a John Deere hat, nigga. Tall Sean, you can't even wear a John Deere hat. What you get on my tractor, cuz? What you got on my tractor, homie? Damn, nigga. Shit.
to think about me as your mama. Do not talk to me in that fashion. So let's check that now.
What? How old is Buddy? Think of me as your mama is crazy. I'll be like, Miss Seals. Now, Miss Seals, you're going too far. We're not going to insult my mother by compare her to a woman of your ilk. That's what we're not going to do. Okay. All right. And talking to you in the fashion of what? I'm having a debate. I didn't call you a name. I didn't use an ad hominem. I simply brought up stats and data and facts. And now you're trying to pull the mama card on me? The fuck? Weirdo.
Now. Okay. So on a basic level, we have to understand that systemic racism is grounded in the realities that Black people have not been considered an equal human being in this country since its onset. So there's simply no way to make the argument that there isn't systemic racism. And we have seen in very clear ways the system operate in an organically racist way. Do not cut me off.
This is again, bro. Bro, Jesus Christ, bro. Shout out to them, bro. Losing years off your life to do this shit. I'm gonna pull it up on YouTube. Actually, I think I already got it. Let me see. Yep, no. Clear up. Hold on. Let me see where we at. Jump to the one with ABL. Here we go. Fair use, by the way.
Handouts. We say, hey, go out there and work, Go out there and get these jobs that are available. Work with your hands. Do skilled trades. That's where a lot of us talk about skilled trades. So working class, that's really a Black conservative thing, in my humble opinion.
I would beg to disagree. I think that would be true if Black conservatism also created pathways for people to get those jobs and also to be able to challenge the corporations that are using their labor, that are stealing from them and not impeding them from having a union. So for instance, like in the South, right? I just left North Carolina where I met with the USSW, the Union of Southern Service Workers. This is an unofficial union of individuals who work at places like Waffle House, at Food Lion, etc. And they're unofficial.
Bro, you can't have a listen, man. Fuck it. Listen. These low wage jobs that are not meant to be not meant to be and not meant to pay livable wages. Okay. Some jobs are meant to be accessory jobs, second jobs, or whatever, and not your main source of income. I know this gonna seem elitist or whatever the fuck, but no, bro, we have to start saying this. Why are you 30 years old? You know what I mean? As a fucking Waffle House waitress or cook. Why? As your main source of income? Now, if you're doing that to supplement something to help something out, of course, yeah. But you can't be working these type of jobs and then demanding top tier pay. Somebody finally said this. I saved it. I couldn't find it, but people never understand this shit. Listen, if you raise the bottom, but you cap the top, what did you just do? Okay, that's what they did in LA when they did the not LA, Cali. When California did the $20 minimum wage shit for like, you know, fast food workers and shit like that, so on and so forth. Do you understand what it was to pretty much double the pay? That was a fucking 100% pay increase. So you had 100% pay increase for the fucking people that work at McDonald's and In-N-Out and Pizza Hut and whatever. But you mean to tell me you can get a motherfucking, did the doctor get a 100% raise? Of course he didn't. Did the lawyer get a 100% raise? Of course he didn't. Did the police get a 100% raise? Of course he did. Did the teacher get a 100% raise? No, of course they didn't. But what did you just do? Now you just gave the motherfucking same corporations and the same fucking landlords, you know what I'm saying, the same apartment complexes, the same gas companies, all right, a reason now to raise the motherfucking price of the goods because you know the people just double in pay. A major portion of them, because it's a majority of where people work, low paying jobs, low wage jobs. So you just gave them people a double in pay, but you didn't do it for nobody else. Okay, you didn't do that shit for nobody else. So I understand people got to work to live, and I'm not saying just, you know, go live on a bridge, don't do anything. But the thing, and shout out to ABL for saying this, what a skilled trade does is it gives you a guarantee of sorts to where you're going to make a minimum amount of money. And if you're not getting paid that money because you actually have the trade, now you have leverage to go somewhere else. Anybody can work a cash register. Anybody can fucking take an order at motherfucking Waffle House and scream to the motherfucking cook while he got a cigarette in his mouth. Anybody can do that. Right? But can't everybody motherfucking weld? Can't everybody fucking be no mechanic? Can't everybody work on aircraft? You know what I'm saying? All these things, everybody can't be HVAC. Everybody can't do plumbing. So once you have these skills, you're able to fucking say, hey, I need to be paid more to do this, or shit, I can just go find somebody else going to pay me what I'm worth. And furthermore, when you have the skills, that's something you're able to leverage into your own personal business and start entrepreneurially, because why? It's a skill that most people can't do, and it's always going to be needed. Somebody always got a motherfucking toilet that's clogged up with something, okay, other than shit. All right? Somebody always, there's a motherfucking air conditioner breaking right now as we speak. Florida, Texas, Georgia, all these hot ass places. You ever been in a motherfucking house with a broke AC in the summertime? Box fan ain't gonna cut it. That's just circulating motherfucking. That's just motherfucking circulating oven air.
union is unofficial because the conservatives in that state will not allow for them to be officialized.
Legitimized.
Legitimized.
I got you.
It will not allow for them to be legitimized because then they would be able to push back legitimately on the corporations to get fair wages, right? So like someone was telling me in this organization that she was in Baltimore getting $15.25 as a minimum wage. And then when she moved just one state away, she was now only getting $7.25 for minimum wage, but the cost of living was the same for her. So when we talk about, the effort of saying, go out and get these jobs and get these trades, et cetera, I think that.
Okay. And I would ask, why would she do that? She knew that before she moved. Why would you do that? Just like people that just refuse to motherfucking leave New York, refuse to leave Cali, refuse to leave these Chicago, these extremely expensive places, right? And they just want to stay there and barely make it when you could literally move somewhere else that's a whole lot cheaper. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily states away, but in some cases, if you have to, states away, and now your life is just so much fucking easier. So please don't use this example of where a woman made clearly a poor decision to have her fucking wages cut in half. Who the fuck does that? You know how much it costs to move? So you done fucking paid to move to a place where you're gonna make half the money you was already making, and you know the fucking rent is the same. What would make you? That's what I'm saying. What would make you even rebut that? What as this is how not horrible debater example exhibit fucking A. Okay. Yeah, man. Hey, listen, bro. 107 is crazy. Listen. Your motherfucking AC go out and motherfucking listen. Your AC go out in Arizona right now, nigga. Hey, he was a good man. Shout out to time. I'm in HVAC school right now, and some of these niggas not graduate. Listen, man. Hey, they want to fuck that money up and they want to play around. Hey.
That is valid, but I think that the impediments by leveling up corporations and by pouring into the effort of corporations to keep billionaires, as Black conservatives, you are actually cutting off the ability for those people to excel.
Okay, I understand your point, but a lot of us are more about being self-sufficient. So the South, a friend of mine down there, King Randall, has a school for boys. He's 22 years old. He has a bunch of kids living with him. He's teaching them physical skills they can do. Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to ABL for shouting out King Randall, man. Again, so King Randall hotter than fish grits right now, man. Hey, make sure y'all donate at School for Boys. He got an Amazon wish list. I think I put it on. I know I put it on the last video. I pinned it to it. Listen, man, if you give $1, if we all just gave $1, bro, if all Black people just gave this man $1, y'all gave this man a portion of money you gave motherfucking scamming ass Umar, bro. Hey, he'll be set for whatever. This man has support for people from Australia and England and people all around the world. That are of the Caucasian persuasion supporting King Randall. So definitely make sure that we do the same. Shout out to King Randall.
Being a mechanic, working on your car, working on your house, doing things with your hands. So you don't got to worry about corporations. You could be your own man. You could be your own woman. And also,
exactly. That's the thing, man. Listen, once you are able to fucking take your bare hands and make some shit or fix some shit, bro, there are no impediments. What are we talking about? Race, motherfucking white supremacy, that shit goes out the window, because when that AC need to be fixed in the summertime, come on in here, brother. Come on, man. You want some lemonade? Oh, she freshly made it, fresh squeeze. What do you need? You want a beer? Yeah, man, it's hotter than goddamn rhinoceros balls in here right now, man. God's sin. Thank you, brother. White man become the motherfucking nicest motherfucker ever. He gonna call you a nigga after you leave out, but hey, that was a good nigga right there. He's kind. Knew how to do his job, but look at he's a lifesaver. You know, he's a nigga. Okay, my nigga. Yeah, I'm not even gonna give him the hard R. He's a good one. Hey, my bad, brother. My bad. Shout out. I gotta look for the super chat, y'all, because StreamYard is doing some weird shit. So I'm not purposely skipping over y'all. I'm gonna make sure I find it, and we'll go from there, brother. Where you at? This shit is so weird, bro. I hate this shit. Where the fuck is it at? I think I just saw one. Hold on. I'm gonna find you, brother. Shout out to Doug Will for the 10. Those White House cooks need a raise. Have you seen how many orders they can make at one time in a rush? But seriously, less skill you need to do the job, the lower the pay is gonna be, and that is what it is. Exactly, man. That is what it is, man. Trying to find yours, brother. Trying to find yours. Look at that. Hey, just rewrite it, bro, in the thing, and I can't find it right now, but just rewrite it in the what's name, bro, and I'll highlight it. Now there you go. I got you. Fine. Just found it. Appreciate you, brother. Shout out to Daryl L for the 5. Appreciate you for real though. Fantastic. When I'm talking to a chick, I tell her, "Bitch, don't mention my name." If you get jammed up, don't mention my name. Spirit of Young Jeezy, baby. Well, yeah, Waffle House. I'm tripping. Yeah, Waffle House. Okay. Yeah. All right, Cree. Yeah. Okay.
Didn't you also say earlier that you're against unions? But are you
No,
for them
I
now?
never said that.
Oh, so you're for unions?
Absolutely.
So when the unions keep black folks out, you're for that as well? Because that's traditionally what they've done, keep black folks out, correct?
Obviously, I am not for that. The reality is that unions have definitely in the beginning kept black folks out. And the reason why they were keeping black folks out is because after the Civil War, when there was Reconstruction, you had all these black people that had been used with free labor and they had skills, right? Whether they were a blacksmith or a carpenter or whatever. However, they could not get jobs because.
Oh shit. Hey, shout out to everybody that gave on the debate the other day. I couldn't really see that and everything was going on, but shout out to Cree. Cree gave 20 memberships. Greatly appreciate you, Cree. Always looking out, and everybody else that gave that day. I think you're the only person I did acknowledge because of the thing. When Fatty saw it, I saw it. So appreciate you, Cree.
As the white people who now had to fend for themselves, if you will, because they didn't have slaves, they had to go and learn all these trades.
Right.
And so they actively kept black people out of those jobs. And then what they would do is that when they would, as a union, say, we're going on strike, the black people would be like, well, we'll work because they won't let us in their union anyway. And then when they would go and actually get those jobs that the people were on strike for, they would hang them. They would lynch them. So yes, these are real things that have taken place. But we keep having these conversations where we acknowledge the past when it's convenient, and then we only say in the present when it's convenient. So you can't simultaneously say, well, everybody's fine now and there's no systemic.
Oh, no, again, Amanda, if you got to go back to fucking Jim Crow and you got to go back to slavery, come on, what are we doing? It's not happening now. Nobody's getting motherfucking lynched and motherfucking and hung for being a motherfucking what I think they call it scabs, like a step-in worker for a person that's striking. Nobody does that now. What are we talking about? You just had a major strike of the sanitary department in Philadelphia. That was predominantly black. I think the guy that was over it for that union was a black man, right? So what are we talking about here, Amanda? There clearly are fucking not only unions that black people participate in, but they're even led by black people in major black cities. What are we talking about? Again, this is just easily debunkable, bro.
Racism at the same time as stating that there are unions that are racist and unions that aren't racist. Ultimately, there is racism in the United States. It is deeply embedded. We have seen it.
Racism and black people ain't racist. Everybody's racist, man. Prejudice, racist, whatever the fuck you want to call it. If the person don't look like you and you say some shit, I guess it's racist. I talk about how good motherfucking General Tso's chicken is. I'm racist because I say, hey, the Chinese person, I'm not eating General Tso's if you don't got the scroll. I guess that make me racist. Well, I'm gonna be that. It's cat, rat, and dog. Saying that, I guess, is racist. Well, hey, I'm gonna be that. Calling Mexicans Mexicans. Okay, MESSICANS. Okay, not MEXICANS. MESS Mexicans. I guess that made me racist. I'm gonna be racist. Everybody got something to say about somebody, some other group or some other race of people, bro, and whatever. And it's like, is it really even that? For the most part, it's jokes. Now, of course, again, you know, white people calling black people the hard R is not funny and all this other shit. I'm not saying that. Okay, I'm not excusing that. But I'm saying for the most part, this just stomp down racism you're talking about from the Jim Crow era and before, bro. It is few and far in between. Even the systems you're talking about, you know, everybody can vote now. And that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no you gotta go to the back of the bus. Ain't no going to the different bathrooms. Hell, even the men can go in the women's bathroom now. So a lot of the shit that you keep trying to bring up, bro, is just no longer in effect. Is there covert racism? Of course, yeah, but that's on both sides. And again, the biggest racist people aren't even white people, bro. Indians don't fuck with niggas at all. And niggas will turn around, Indians will turn around and act like niggas. Remember the dude that pretended to be a black guy? The Indian guy pretended to be a black guy to get into motherfucking college. They denied him because he was Indian or whatever or some shit. The motherfucker cut his hair off, had a low haircut. He applied as black, falsified a motherfucking document, fraud, and he got into the school and then wrote a book about it. Here we go. Hold on. Let's see. Here we go. Bro, you're literally insane. You Negroes with no knowledge always act like reparations are the government handout and are not debt owed to the United States. Bro, are you serious or out for clicks? Brother, do you want the link, brother? I can drop the link just for you. We can come up here and have a real-time debate right now. And I'll motherfucking slaughter your ass in real time and we can go on about our business. Do you want the link, brother? Don't just type in my chat, bro. Come up here where I'm at. All right, don't just type in the chat. Come up here where I'm at. We can have a conversation. All you reparations niggas, man, I get sick of y'all. What you gonna do when the white man get reparations? You know, the white man that can fucking go back and prove he has lineage of a black person that was a slave. It's just so far down the line now where he's so light and he's so white, but he got black in there. You cool with him getting a check? What you gonna do when you find out that you not do no check because you didn't have no slaves in your family? Huh? Every black person was motherfucking descendant of no slave. Shout out Dan Calloway. Shout out to Top Cats. Just saying.
In a myriad of examples, even just yesterday or today, and black conservatives are working against the working class because they are actively placing their vision, their ideology of black excellence in economics solely.
Well, there is
and in individual economics. And I think that's really the big difference of what we're talking about right now. You're talking about every man for themselves. Every man for themselves.
No, I don't say that.
Oh, you
I say that we have to be individual as people, as black people, but still get all of us on the same page. My friends at school, he's not just looking up for himself, looking for all these kids as well. So it's like, okay, I bring myself up and bring everybody else up rather than relying upon the corporations and white people to lift this up. That's where we come from.
So I think there's a difference between relying on and acknowledging that there are impediments of. And I want to acknowledge the reality that we keep seeming to bump up against, which is that everybody has equal ability, and they don't. Everybody doesn't have the same impediments. So, for instance, I grew up with a single parent, not because
me too.
I grew up with a single parent, not because my father was some deadbeat that didn't have. My father has a MD from Harvard. My father has an MBA from Tufts.
But that was a firefighter, so working class conservative.
He just didn't want to be a parent. So when we talk about this whole idea of like, oh, the blacks that are not doing the thing, it's not about necessarily what class you're in. It's literally just about we live in a nation that gives the option of I don't want to be a parent. We live in a nation that gives the option of I don't need to be in cooperation with our community. And as far as I'm concerned, black conservatives do not address the needs of the working class, which are fair access to resources, which are equal access to getting jobs, which are equal pay to the same access as others. And we don't.
Equal to who?
Equal to other states even. Like there's no reality where you can say that the same amount of white people are working low wage jobs per capita as black people. A lot of the reason is because there's such a disparate incarceration of black people that
yeah, your mama can tell you that for how much of my kids she swallowed. I'm all American. Yeah, your mom can tell you how American I am. For the record, they're a good brother.
it impedes their ability to get higher level education as well as higher level employment because we know about disenfranchisement.
All right, there you go.
I think this next one was
Hi, Layla. Nice to meet you. I'm Layla. I would actually argue that the Black working class is failing themselves. Wouldn't you agree that in order to get a job, in order to qualify for a certain position and an education system at a job, wouldn't you argue that it should be based off of qualifications and not your race or identity?
I've never argued that. I've never argued that.
Well,
That's not
I
the
know that you were
case.
saying that you would argue that it should be equal, right? So you're saying that there should be Black Americans in education systems, in jobs, but wouldn't you argue that they should be qualified for those positions and not just placed there because of their skin color?
I've never disapproved that.
Okay, so let's
That's
say
not what DEI is.
Okay,
Do you know that?
Well, I'm not talking about DEI right now. Well,
because you're suggesting that I suggested that somebody should get a job just because they're Black, and I've never asserted anything like that.
I mean, I understand that you may not say that.
Now you can say that you hadn't said it directly, but you insinuated it, Amanda, plenty of times. Your whole thing is pro-blackity black, and the white man won't let you, and so on and so forth. So black people need you actually just made the argument when you talked about the unions thing. So yeah.
Exactly, but a lot of things are,
all.
They're pointing to that.
No, it's not pointing to that. And so that is that. I need to clear this up because
Okay.
it's a really important point.
Okay.
We live in a nation that has actively pedestaled white people. Can we all agree on that? That we
In the past,
we can't.
in the
Okay,
past,
in the
but
past.
not currently.
No, we can't. What are you talking about? No. White people weren't pedestaled. It was just they were in control of shit. It's not being pedestaled. It's just like again, man. Listen, every fucking continent except Antarctica, right, has had some form of conquering take place. Every last one. The stronger people motherfucking conquer the weaker people. Unfortunately for black people, they conquered people over in Africa, and they were bought and sold here, right? So you were victims of captivity, spoils of war, right? That's a sad truth of the fucking matter, all right? It wasn't being pedestalized. It was just that's who were in the fucking control, and they've always been in control. They've been the majority of the people in the country. So we talking about the majority of the population.
Yeah, but not currently.
So, okay, fair. Okay, so how many Black people are part of this administration's cabinet?
I'm not sure. Can you tell me? Can you fill me in?
Zero. Who?
So
Yeah, what are you talking about? You got several black people that are part of it.
seems like there may be a
That's
couple.
not a cabinet.
I don't know.
Scott Turner.
Okay.
Okay.
So
we got two.
So there are.
So we got two.
Can
we got
also,
two. We got two.
Well, you said it was zero, so that's a 200% increase from what you thought it was. And again, why would you ask that to a room full of black conservatives that definitely know the answer to that? And you had the balls to even try and get that off.
So back to your point, DEI.
See, shout out to my man Polo Connoisseur. Listen, man, they don't want down. They say, nah, man, we all were slaves, man. They say Dane Calloway full of shit. They say Legendary Top Cat's full of shit, man. Even though I literally seen Legendary Top Cats in real time, bro, go down his family tree and tell you, Big Chief such and such was his great granddaddy. Say, man, hey, man, from Texas. I heard that nigga walk down his whole motherfucking tree, bro. And he can give you the lineage. He can give you the proof. He can give you the tribe. He can give you all this shit. So again, man, Dane Calloway the same shit. But hey, man, according to them,
is about expanding.
Oh yes, okay.
Not lowering credibility.
Okay.
So if we have a system that has very actively said these particular people are the best people simply because of their race, DEI said, or their gender.
Okay.
Because DEI mostly leveled up white women.
Okay. So it would be incorrect if it's, if we're pointing toward this, a majority of race is qualified because of the skin, the basic skin.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. Whether they're
Okay.
white, black. I mean, race is fake anyway.
Now, I do want to touch on a point that you did mention earlier that you would argue that, Black people have less opportunities in America. I do not agree with that. I have not had,
First of all, you're a light-skinned woman.
So are you.
Yes.
And you're doing great for yourself.
Yes. And so colorism really does serve us.
oh my God, here we go with the motherfucking colorism argument, bro. There's nothing worse than a light-skinned apologist, dog. Nothing worse than a light-skinned apologist. Listen, these dark-skinned women hate you too. Okay? You talked about it. The same colorism you're talking about, you've been a person that I don't think you coined the term or you used the term reverse colorism, but you talked about you being light-skinned and how you weren't liked for it. Come on.
I do want to say, why do you think that is, though? Why do you think that? Do you think it's just based off the color of our skin, or do you think it's based off of the reputation that Black people make for themselves?
What reputation are Black people making for
What
themselves?
would you argue? Because I mean, when I look at
who makes the reputation for Black people?
Let's look at music, for example.
We already had this conversation with somebody else.
Well, we're gonna have it again. Most of the people that
are we?
Most of
Yes, we're gonna have it again. Shout out to this little young lady. We're gonna have it again.
the people.
I'm going to shut it down right now and let you know that the reality is that when you come to Black music, for you to say most of the people, you've already lost the argument.
Am I right?
There is no most of the people with Black people because you haven't heard of all of Black music.
Most of the music that is, let's say, maybe exalted or shown by the media, right?
And who controls those systems?
Black.
Now you want to say who controls it? No, who fucking supports it? Who fucking blows it up? Black people are trying to take credit right now for Tyler's downfall. I'm gonna say this again. Black people are two of them. Black people are taking credit for Drake's downfall and Tyler's downfall. If you can take credit for the fucking downfall, you have to take motherfucking credit for the uplifting. Okay? If you can take credit for someone's motherfucker not being on, and you saying, hey, we not fucking with them, so nobody else fucking with them, you can clearly motherfucking take credit for fucking everybody's fucking with them because you fucking with them. Sexy Red is strictly for niggas. White people not fucking with Sexy Red like that. Okay? They're not. I know she was on whatever wrestling it was with Shawn Michaels and shit, or so on and so forth. But white people, Sexy, who now? What is that? Sexy Red? I don't know. No, what Sexy Red? You think Sexy Red is anywhere near close to the level of listeners as Taylor Swift? Come on, bro. What the fuck are we talking about? What are we doing?
Americans.
Controls
Well,
those
but who's putting it
systems?
out there?
Who
We
contro-
are. Black
no,
people. We're the ones
actually,
putting
the
it out there.
distribution systems that are putting them out there
And
are owned by white
who
people.
listens? Who listens?
Okay, exactly. Yeah, you can't blame the distribution system. Who's agreeing to make the music? Who's agreeing to make the motherfucking the shit about throat babies? Okay, that was my theme song for a moment. Okay, but I'm mature enough to separate the you know what I mean. But who's the people that are making these lyrics and the subject matter of these songs? You know what I'm saying? What are we talking about?
To them, because I can bet you most of my friends, my black friends that are not conservative, they listen to that music that defiles their bodies.
You know
that
who else
talks about
listens to that
black on
music?
black crime and
Everybody
it's a good
else.
thing.
But if
Am
we
I
don't
right?
acknowledge that they are not in the same way pursuing white voices talking about the same thing, even though they are, we simply like to start at the branches of a tree and not at the root. We have to understand that the media is king. Okay, media is king,
And media does not favor conservatism. I can tell you that.
Yeah, and the media again has no control if people don't watch shit. Shows get canceled every day, B. You stop motherfucking giving the attention to something, you stop giving the views to something, that should be out of there. Even when it does, some shit just makes it run. What are we talking about here? The people determine what the media shows. If it's something that nobody likes, the media is not going to show it. I.e., again, baddies and Zeus. Zeus Network is gotta be. I would say their viewership is like 70% black females. If I had to make a bet on it, I would say Zeus Network, 70% of the people that watch it, black females.
Right now. I mean, look at the protests right now in Los Angeles.
Depending on who is in office, media does favor them.
I mean, we have Trump in office right now, and media is not favoring Trump at all.
Media is absolutely not favoring Trump in certain spaces because Trump is also not favoring that particular type of media. But it depends on the day. And we have to acknowledge that regardless of whether you talk conservatism or not, media has never favored black people at any point.
All right, guys, that's time. You've been voted out. Thank you. At any point. Thank you. Because of our poor choices. And what happens is we look at domestic violence, for example, when domestic and why 6,000 to 9,000 black men are going to be homicided or killed or whatever by the end of the year annually by other black men, whereas the likelihood of a black man being killed by a white police officer is less than 150 per year. We know that we kill each other at a higher rate. So I'm not debating that there are not factors at play.
Police have killed on average 238 black men per year since 2017, about 58% more than 150. What? More 58 per, about 58% more per year. I'm confused about that.
But because I've lived the experience as a black woman losing my father to be murdered by a black man, walking down the street,
by the way.
no worries, thank you. But walking down the street in inner cities and different things, knowing that it's more likely that my own brother will rob and rape me than a white man or a white officer, we got to be real.
What's
Whoa, oh, okay.
your proximity to white men in the south side of Chicago? Are there even white men around to rob and rape you at the same rate that there are black men?
There are white men around.
At the same rate.
There wasn't a lot of black people in there, but then that doesn't justify the fact that we're destroying each other. So even
And I hate this fucking this shit, man. Listen, bro. Until we attack this shit head on, bro, and actually take it for what it is. Again, shit is never gonna change. We always blaming the white man. We always blaming the system. No, how about we blame these ain't shit criminal ass niggas? Okay, and get them the fuck out of here. Get them locked up. Get their ass in the system where they belong, and motherfucking then don't beg and plead and cry about prison reform. Fuck prison reform. Don't go to prison. Prison is never been for fucking rehab, bro. Prison is for you to fucking serve your debt to society for breaking the law. Even more so if you're fucking a violent criminal. Fuck you.
If we get to the
Nothing.
root, like,
Wait,
there's-
we can agree on that.
Okay,
sis.
because I feel like a lot of
Nothing
times liberals will
justifies.
argue, like, well,
I'm not a
white people
liberal.
are killing
I am not
people.
a. I'm not a liberal.
Okay, well, I will say that people that sometimes have your stance that are against conservatives, maybe they have this claim that they're making it up, they're making up the numbers. We know that we do that to each other. So I want to get to the root of the issue. Why are we
What is
killing
the
each
root of
other?
the issue?
I think the root of the issue is we've lost our values and we've lost our resilience as Black people. We sit
1000%. I said this morning. Listen, there are no more morals. There are no more values. There's no more order. There's no more discipline. There's no more respect. Okay. There's none of the things that existed 30 fucking years ago, 40 years ago. Okay. Well, I got to say 30 because when you get back to the 40s, I'm too young to say I remember, but for sure. Even out, bro, I'm approaching 10 years old. Bro, we wouldn't dare. Any of the shit these kids are getting away with now, bro, we couldn't and wouldn't dare think of doing it. Cussing out grown people, carrying guns, smoking, drinking. Like, bro, kids are doing this shit now at like, bro, before they even hit teenage years. You got little kids running around here with motherfucking burners on them and shit, bro. Holding. What is we talking about? Out all times of night. You got kids running and roaming the fucking streets on school nights during the week at fucking 11 o'clock at night. What is this child doing out at that time of night? What is we doing? And then you want to talk about the system? No. How about we talk about the fucking family system, the home system? Why are these people having these kids they don't give a fuck about? Why are people having these kids they're not going to raise? Why are people having these kids and motherfucking letting them become just complete total savages? She's 1000% right. Until the Black community decides to fucking fix ourselves, the white man don't got no reason to give a fuck other than do anything other than lock your ass the fuck up. It's the only thing he's supposed to do. You breaking the law, nigga. Go to jail. Go to jail. Exactly. You would have had a whole ad. You would have had a whole motherfucking mob of grandmas pull up in a motherfucking old caravan and hop out swinging belts. Get your goddamn ass back in that house. Bro, you're even you're not wanting to embarrass your family, man. It's no longer there though. It's no longer there, man. I told you your last name is your brand name. Nobody gives a fuck about their brand no more. Everybody want Gucci, Prada, Fendi, Louis, Versace, all this other shit, but you don't give a damn about Jones. You don't give a fuck about Williams. You don't give a fuck about Roberts. You just out here doing whatever the fuck. What's wrong with y'all, man? This ain't got nothing to do with the white man. This ain't got nothing to do with the system. This is an internal fucking issue that can be solved if we just gave a fuck and started doing some shit that we know how to do.
there and we talk about what the white man did and we talk about slavery and everything like that, but we have no self-accountability and say, you know what, at the end of the day, that is my Black grandmother, that is my Black sister, you are my Black sister, and you know that a Black man is more likely to rob you or commit some type of crime against you. And that's what we need to get down to the issue of. And like you were talking about earlier, like, hey, well, what's going on? You know, what do you think the answer is to one of the brothers that were speaking? I think it's the breakdown of the family. I think, like he said, because of our poor choices, and what happens is we look at domestic violence, for example. When domestic violence, women or men are even attacked, what is the first thing we say? It's like, you know what, it's not your what? It's not your fault. So that's what we do. We hold on to this narrative that, well, it's not our fault. The issues in our community are not our fault. And the white man needs to give us something. The old white lady down the street is looking at me and I don't know why she got braids in her hair. And we focus on all these other stupid things that don't matter. We don't get to the
Shout out to her for that. I don't know why Black women have confiscated braids. Nobody else can have braids now. All right. Nobody else can have braids, according to Black women, even though Black women got everybody else's hair and, you know, saying.
root of the fact that we're killing each other at a higher rate than any other race. It is self-hatred amongst us. I believe that we can do that. That we, my mom's cousin, coming from the church parking lot, and guess who stuck her up and robbed her at gunpoint? A Black man.
I need you to get to the point.
Like,
so
my
I can
point
respond.
is that, no, and I'm not trying to be funny. Unless like you said, we're gonna keep it respectful.
Yeah, but you're monopolizing the whole conversation.
I'm
We're
not
not being
I'm gonna
able
let you
to.
speak, but let's not get the
Yes.
attitudes and stuff. You're my sister and I respect you. So
I don't have an attitude. I'm being direct to you, but you're literally speaking this, and you're not going to do that with me either.
Okay,
So you're
I'm
stating your
respecting
point, and you've been stating your point for quite some time.
So
So you have a reason for
would
me
you
to
like, would
respond.
you allow me to respond? So that's a better response. Go ahead.
The response that I have for you is that everything you're saying does not exist in a vacuum. I actually agree with you in that, yes, there has been an incredible denigration of Black worth and Black pride in this nation. I think it's also very important to acknowledge what has contributed to that. And to state that it is only Black people that have contributed to that is a false flag. So we have to admit that. So in order to have this conversation around how we got here, you can't say, oh, well, we're caring about the white woman getting braids and that doesn't matter and this thing. All of that attaches. All of that is actually a very big part of the lack of worth of Black people.
I'll ask you, do you think we're resilient? What does resilience mean to you? Do you think we have to be perpetual victims, or do you think that Black
I
people
think
are
that those are
resilient?
two different conversations. I think that the concept of Black people being victims is really trying to not provide accountability to where the root problem for the actual cause is. And if we keep saying that somebody is a victim and that doesn't mean that the other person should have to actually have accountability, then what are we really doing? You
How
can
do
do
we both
both.
victims?
You can be a victim and be resilient.
How do we do both if you stay in the victimhood? That's my question.
But your statement about Black people staying in the victim place is also
How do we
your
rise
point of
above
view.
it? But how do we rise above it?
We continue to rise above it by one, pouring into our communities with mutual aid,
Exactly.
but two, by simultaneously making sure that we are challenging the systems that are in place to impede us. We have so many opportunities where we are trying to do mutual aid, and those things get disrupted by folks who want to have capitalist gain, by folks who want privatization. We used to have all these mom and pop businesses in our communities.
There's
That
over
was
3
to
million
serve
Black millionaires in America right now. You are an intelligent Black woman that is successful.
That's irrelevant.
No one's stopping me from doing anything. I'm an intelligent Black woman that
many
graduated and is
efforts have tried to
successful.
stop me from doing what I do. We are not all equal.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm done. Bitch, ain't nobody trying to stop you from doing nothing but your goddamn self. Get the fuck out of here, man. Oh shit. Shout out to Austin. Hey, Austin, what's up, brother? What's going on, man? What's going on, man? We'll get to yours, man. Appreciate you pulling up, brother. Hey, share this for me while you're in here, good brother. Share this for me, man. Let's get to your part. I think he was up next. Yeah, hold on. He was right before her. Got YouTube. What's the name in the building, man? Greatly appreciate you, brother.
There being less fathers present.
Bad decision making on the part of the fathers. We live in a patriarchal system. Like it or not, men have dominated the socioeconomic, economic, and political power of this country and the world since our existence. So into criminality. Black males who grew up without a father are 10 times more likely to engage in criminal activity. And so I think,
again, man, the brother touched on fatherhood. For sure, man. I greatly appreciate you, man. Listen, fatherhood, I keep telling y'all, is the most important aspect of, okay? The most important aspect of the Black community and the degradation of it. Okay. The father instills order, discipline, work ethic, teaches the boy or the boy how to become a man, provision and protection, integrity, your word meaning something. Okay? You being a man of your word. All right? Fathers are extremely, extremely important, man. But again, I can do bad all by myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't need no man. I'm the mother and the father. This was the first, no bullshit. This was the first Mother's Day I didn't see that, like, flooding social media this year. That's how I know shit is changing. I keep telling y'all, man, I've been doing this shit now for 2020, late 2019, hard body 2020, right? So 5 years. I'm 5 years in. I can literally see the differences, both negative and positive, of the stuff we talk about and the effects of it. Not to mention everybody copying and saying everything I'm fucking saying. Y'all let some motherfucking lady, okay, go viral for talking about deadbeat moms. I was the one who did the fucking deadbeat mom goddamn hashtag. Okay, I'm the one. I've been talking about these deadbeat moms since 2020 for sure, without a doubt. Every time I say, "Oh, what you talking about, nigga? Oh, shut up, nigga." Yeah, Tommy, that's what I'm saying, man. I'm telling you, man.
Can I put a pin right there and ask you a question?
ask me whatever you like.
What is the root cause of there being less fathers present?
Bad decision making on the part of the fathers. We live in a patriarchal system. Like it or not, men have dominated the socioeconomic, economic, and political power of this country and the world since our existence. So our bad decision making, especially when we focus on the Black community, is the root cause of fatherlessness.
What type of decisions?
Not marrying the women we decide to lay down and have children with. Not being careful with the seeds that we plant in women. No woman can get pregnant.
Well, now, brother, we have some philosophical differences here. Okay, now I'm with you, right? You should take care of any child that you make, right? And you should, of course, be responsible with your seed. But ultimately, again, the woman has to allow you to plant your seed inside of her. Okay, so the woman can't get pregnant without you allowing her to do it. And what we come to find out is a lot of these women use the child, okay, to replace the man, and that's what the man didn't understand. This conversation has been going on since the 70s, right? I'm trying to remember the Vanishing Black Family, right? And where they talk to the little girls and not the little girls, but the young teenage mothers, and they're talking about how they don't really need a father because they didn't have a father, and the kid will be all right. And the man asks them, "Hey, how many of you want to marry your child's father?" And only one girl raises her hand, and she feels ashamed because everybody else is laughing and giggling. The child has purposely been used in the Black community to circumvent the man. Okay, what I'm gonna be with a man for, and have to listen to what he want me to do, and cook and clean and be submissive and all this other shit and so on and so forth, when I can just have his child, and now I can go get government housing, I can go get free food, right? Like what we did. Remember we said I'm gonna get at least $7,000 back on my taxes every year, right? If I go to school and I get Pell Grant, that's some more free money because I'm a single mom, right? There's other grants and things, opportunities that I may have. And before this DEI thing, I could have got me a cush government job that I could never ever lose and never be fired from. And hey, right on off to the sunset. Right? So I agree with the part about men being irresponsible, but at the same time, we have to definitely start shifting the conversation and talk about this preservation versus dick discipline.
Without a man planning against the inside of her. So therefore,
So it's marriage.
well, that's a part of it. That's marriage is a part of it.
Okay.
But the true piece that I'm looking at is connectedness between familial units. The Black community was at its economically strongest while being at its poorest during the segregation era. Prior to 1968, Dr. Martin Luther King in his last speech said that we have an annual income of more than $30 billion a year, which is more than all of the exports of Canada and more than all of the exports of the United States and more than the national budget of Canada. That was when we were economically at our poorest. Yet 85% of our Black children were growing up with a father in the home. There was less Black on Black crime. There was less disenfranchisement.
Why was there less Black on Black crime?
Because we needed to live together. We had to stick by each other. We had to.
What was there also less of?
I'm not sure where you're leading. That's a leading question. I don't like those.
You don't like this?
I don't like leading questions. No. I like direct stuff.
So essentially, when we were living in our own communities, we were also policing our own communities. So we were not being used as statistics in the same way to determine how resources were provided to our own communities. When we were going to the government saying, hey, we deserve because we are supposed to be separate but equal, we weren't saying, hey, we want to be with y'all. We were essentially saying, we want what you are stating we deserve. And that is what all of the efforts of the civil rights movement has been. It's literally just been to say, you said when we got out of the Civil War that we would be considered citizens and all citizens should be getting equal access to these things. However, you are actively allowing the Klan to harm us. You are actively allowing...
Who's killed more Black people, Klan or us?
I would like to
shout out to him, man. Again, we can we get out of this? Not even Klan or us, brother. And like I said, this goes to your other point, right? And that's why, and I'm glad you said that because now it brought me. That's another thing too, brother. Right? When we talk about these women and men planting their seeds into these women, there have been over 20 million abortions that Black women have voluntarily gotten for convenience. Okay. All right. Black women have killed more Black people than the Klan, than the Civil War, than every World War. Hell, even homicide rates. 20 million abortions. I don't think we actually look at the weight of that. Right? And then you turn around and you blame, oh, well, they put the Planned Parenthood, they put motherfucking, you know how many businesses done shut down in Black communities because niggas wasn't buying it? You mean to tell me you couldn't do the same thing to the abortion clinic? The lack of accountability, bro, when it comes to Black women and just like something as serious as 20 million people, bro. 20 million people. I think what? Let me see. Let me look this up. So I think communism is somewhere around 50 to 60 million. Let me see. People that have died. Between 60 and 100 million people. So a third of the low end and a fifth of the high end. Actually, like a quarter. I think it says it's 25 mil, but we'll just stick with 20 mil, right? The only thing that's had more deaths, caused more deaths, is fucking communism. And that's a combination of countries over you know, decades and you know, years upon years.
Continue my statement. I let you speak uninterrupted. When we talk about this concept of who is harming us, we are really making a false claim when it comes to black on black crime, as if there isn't white on white crime. There's also this unnecessary effort to try and pathologize black on black crime in a way that you don't try to pathologize white on white crime. There are white people.
I don't give a fuck about what white people got going on with white people. White people don't got shit to do with me. White people not motherfucking putting no gun in my head. White people not motherfucking got me looking over my shoulder when I'm in certain neighborhoods. White people, I'm not threatened by white people by any way, shape, form, or fashion. Even if I go into an all predominantly white fucking neighborhood, okay, outside of fucking, you know, some sundown town or what they call them, a skinhead motherfucking shit, bro. I got nothing to worry about. I am never worried when I'm in the fucking presence of fucking white people. Ever. Okay? Never worried. Now that don't mean I'm not paying attention and still fucking, you know, being ready for some shit if some shit happen. But it's nothing like the same, bro. Please stop acting like motherfucking being in Jacksonville, Florida is the same thing as being in fucking somewhere in fucking Nebraska or in Idaho or Iowa. What are we talking about here? Why are we doing that? Black people have a problem with the value of lives of ourselves. Okay? Killing the niggas like taking a shit. I forget who said those lyrics, but you know what I mean? Niggas don't give a damn. And it's children out here dying. It's old people out here dying. I never forget the story. Y'all remember who it was? It was some rapper that got into some beef shit. And it was after I started doing this, but it would have been early. So it would have been like 2020, 2021. The nigga rapped about killing somebody motherfucking granny or burning up somebody's grandparents or some shit. And lo and behold, they did a drive-by on the nigga's granny house, hit the oxygen tank, blew the motherfucking oxygen tank up, and the grandma fucking had died a horrible death. I think might have been the granddaddy too, but I know for sure it was the grandma. Died a horrible death and was burned alive in her fucking house over some lyrics that her stupid ass fucking grandson said. It was either Alabama or Mississippi. If y'all remember what it is, put the information in the thing. But that shit literally happened. That's just how, that's the crazy wild shit that goes on, man. Nobody's talking about one of the biggest catalysts of this shit going on in DC. It was a 3-year-old child that was killed in a drive-by. Right? So what are we talking about?
Killing each other every single day. Now they
shout out to Terry. Yeah, listen, man, that's another thing. Y'all talk about where all the good black men at? Where are all the men who gonna be the boys? Y'all killed them all. That's where they at. How many doctors? How many lawyers? How many scientists? How many just regular, everyday, great human beings?
Maybe on jet skis in the pictures after they shoot up their whole family. But nonetheless, there are white people killing each other every single day. Now, much of the reason why you may see more numbers in terms of black on black crime are for two reasons. One, the statistics be lying all the time. We have seen this.
Numbers, okay,
we have seen this in a real way. So in New Jersey. So in New Jersey.
What numbers can be trusted? Because with the previous speaker.
Yeah, see, listen, shout out to him. This is you gotta ask. You gotta ask this question. Shout out to this brother for doing this, man. All right. Shout out, bro. Listen, if what numbers are good numbers? If the statistics are lying all the time and the statistics are wrong, please tell me, black women, I don't want to hear you talk about the most educated ever again, even though that's a lie. It's crazy how the fucking made up stats are the real stats that the people repeat. But when you say actual stats, oh, it's made up, you can't trust them. Well, black women are the most educated. By what? But who? Where? Why? No, you're not. Lies. Not by rate, not by volume. Black women own the most businesses. No, you don't. Fastest growing. Anytime you hear that fastest growing shit, is like, oh, does it make you feel good and it make it seem like you're doing more than what you're actually fucking doing. Let's talk about fucking the how long those businesses last. Right? Why are black women still at a fucking zero to negative net worth? With the likes of fucking Oprah, Beyonce, Rihanna, still negative net worth. What are we talking about here? But we can't trust the numbers.
I'm about to tell you right now.
Okay, so your sources.
You can't such numbers. No, I'm literally about to give you an example of numbers not being able to be trusted.
Okay, talk to me.
That's what I was doing. Okay, then listen.
Oh, the Maya's on.
So listen, in New Jersey, they had a statistic that was created by the police department that said, look at how many black people are committing crimes. Look at how crazy this number is. These black people are so exorbitantly violent. Look at this. And then people went and actually matched the names that they were booking with the faces of the actual people incarcerated. And it was proven that they were lying.
So that's one. Okay, so that's one instance. Hold on, no, you're talking to somebody that works as a police dispatcher when I'm not making content. So here's the thing. So no, you see, well, the truth is, you're about to see the truth. If you just give me a second. Like Trump said, just give me a second. I'm going to do the week, but give me a minute.
Well, here's what you all keep doing. You keep interrupting me when I'm talking, and you don't want to hear the point that I'm going to make. And yet you want me to respect your point. And that's not how a debate works. So if you want me to keep getting louder, I will do it. But ultimately, if I
damn, shout out to him, man. Listen, this is crazy. And this is This is classic black woman. Jesus Christ. Shout out to Brother Austin. Not fucking and I'll get louder. No, oh.
Show you respect. Give me the respect back. I let you talk. I let you make your points. I'm countering your points. And my points are just as valid as yours, even though you got a pocket square and a Church of Christ pin on your chest.
It's not a Church of Christ.
Whatever. It's a cross. Same difference. You got an American flag and you think you know something because you a cop. And ultimately,
Not a cop,
it's a cab all day over here. So let me make that clear. But let me also add to my point. My point is that you
say what all day?
Look at how crazy this number is. These black people are so exorbitantly violent. Look at this. And then people went and actually matched the names that they were booking with the faces of the actual people incarcerated. And it was proven that they were lying.
So that's one. Okay, so that's one instance. Hold on, no, you're talking to somebody that works as a police dispatcher when I'm not making content. So here's the thing.
I
So
see.
no, you see. Well, the truth is, you're about to see the truth. You just give me a second. Like Trump said, just give me a second. I'm gonna do the week, but give me a minute.
Well, here's
so
what you all keep doing. You keep interrupting me when I'm talking, and you don't want to hear the point that I'm going to make. And yet you want me to respect your point. And that's not how a debate works. So if you want me to keep getting louder, I will do it. But ultimately, if I show you respect, give me the respect back. I let you talk. I let you make your points. I'm countering your points. And my points are just as valid as yours, even though you got a pocket square and a Church of Christ pin on your chest.
It's not a Church of Christ.
Whatever. It's a cross. Same difference. You got an American flag and you think you know something because you a cop. And ultimately,
Not a cop,
it's a cab all day over here. So let me make that clear. But let me.
What does ACAB mean? What does ACAB mean? Anyone know what ACAB means? I don't know what that means. What does that analogy? I mean, that acronym mean? Let me Google it. Wow. All cops are bastards. It's crazy. Oh, that's wow. I didn't. So she's anti-police, but yet and still she showed up with a security guard. Okay.
Also add to my point. My point is that you can sit here and blame black people on black people all day long and not acknowledge that we are forced into. You're going to interrupt me again.
I haven't even said a word.
All right, that is flagged. So I'm.
Yeah, there's you got to try and get your thing in because it's your shit off because it's rare, right? You got a short amount of time to do the shit in, right? So you got to get your shit off as a chance you can get it off. But yeah, man, hey, she's definitely that. Okay. I don't know about autistic, but she definitely she got some screws loose. Let me put this in here, man, just in case y'all want to come up. I mean, at the end of the day, man, listen, shout out to all the people that participated. Shout out to Austin on Script. Shout out to ABL, right? Shout out to the other conservatives that tackled this dragon. Okay, attempted to have a civil discourse and intellectual conversation. But again, man, moving conservatism, liberalism, any of these things away, right? Moving all these things out of the way from political aspect of it. The original concepts of being good people, as they used to say back in the day, right? All right, honest, hardworking, disciplined. Those things, man. We got to get back to those things. And it only starts in the home. Again, I'll never forget this coach, the football coach in my high school. It ain't their fault. It's the family fault. We got these horrible children, man, because they're coming out of horrible households. The parents aren't teaching them shit. You don't get to fucking make all these kids, man, and then have excuses for they turn out to be, again, the terrorists of the fucking community. You can't do that. You don't want to have these kids. You don't want to fucking take care of them. You're not going to teach them shit. Stop having them or give them up. Give them away to somebody that's going to actually do something with them and make them something, valuable and not fucking, the next fucking person on fucking First 48 on death row. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. It was a great conversation on the one side. A lot of belligerent yelling and hollering and rhetoric on the other. But you need this to happen, man, just so people can see it. And I think eventually, unfortunately, whatever, people are going to have to accept what the fucking fact is, man. And if you don't get right, you get left. Point blank, period. Black people are going to make the separation from niggas. It has to be done. Every other group of people does it. They don't fucking support and celebrate and make excuses for their the worst of them. They don't. For whatever reason, that's what we do. And until we stop doing that, man, nothing's gonna change. But hey, man, greatly appreciate y'all pulling up on me. Shout out to everybody on all the social media platforms. Shout out to everybody on X. Shout out to everybody on YouTube. Shout out to everybody on Facebook, man. I got to start using my Facebook, bro. You know what I mean? I get back on Facebook or whatever. I totally forgot I had the shit. So I got to start using that. But anyway, Miss Fantastic 824 on all. Appreciate your brother. Social media platforms. Hit me up on DM me on Twitter, IG. Hit me on my email, Miss Fantastic 824. And I got TikTok too. But hey, that's that on that one. Catch y'all next, man. Holla, we out.